Hi friends, the same I welcome you all to my lecture 5. So I hope that you have seen the past 4 lectures, the topics which is coming under the automobile engineering, the first unit as per the SVT syllabus Bihar. So this is the 5th lecture of mine which we are going to discuss about here, the introduction on aerodynamics body shapes. So I given some details here. So I hope you can understand the why it is aerodynamics like that. You can understand clearly. Okay, so listen carefully, and I welcome you all to this video. Myself, I am Arun Pandian, lecturer in mechanical department, Gems Polytechnic College, Aurangabad, Bihar. So we go going to the next slide. Here the content of the lecture. Okay, the content of what is the content of the lecture? You are seeing some pictures here. So these are the some basic pictures of aerodynamics. Okay, so what we are going to see the content of this lecture. Okay, about what we are going to discuss here. We are going to see number one is introduction on aerodynamics, number two definition of aerodynamics, and number three methods in aerodynamics. Okay, so how the aerodynamics created, why it is created like that, and the definition, what is the meaning of aerodynamics, and what are the methods are there. We are going to discuss about these three topics here, so just listen carefully. First one is introduction. Okay, so first point is sometime early in the 20th century. Okay, if you go previous some 20th century, if you see the vehicle, there will be not sharp edges vehicle in front. Okay, so vehicle become a reality, and the race to improve road infrastructure and vehicle speed had begun. When the road infrastructure is started to for previous days, the roads was not properly, so the vehicle will not go that much of speed. So when the roads infrastructure was changed, when this came to a very smooth way, the speed of the vehicle has to be improved. So for that they created the the aerodynamic system was used in this automobile industry. Okay, transportation speeds rapidly increased, and when legislation observed and on an open field for imposing new restrictions, speed limits were invented. Same I explained in these 2 points is mentioning only one thing: the road infrastructure is improved, so that the speed was started to increase. So when the speed is increased, so the vehicle when started to go very faster, have to go faster, it cannot. Why? Because of in previous days vehicle, the front bonnet will be very flat. Means it will be if when you see the front bonnet, it will look like this. Okay, so this is the vehicle of previous days. So when the air will passes here, it will not leave the vehicle to go faster. Okay, the air will stop, means the air will make some restriction on the speed of the vehicle. So that was a major problem in automobile, because of they cannot increase the speed. Okay, so for that the aerodynamic system was used. In most cases, passenger safety, fuel saving, and environmental concerns were cited. Okay, so see here, this point is telling us that when even the speed have to be increased, at the same the fuel consumption must be saved. The fuel must be saving. That there must be a fuel saving also, and passenger safety is also important, and environmental concern is also important. By keeping this all here, science of aerodynamics is directly tied to all of these elements, and most of us ununitively relate higher speeds to reduce the fuel economy. Okay, now the aerodynamics, noise reduction, high speed stability, dirt deposition, this all are elements. These are includes elements in external aerodynamic, and the automotive aerodynamic, however, it is not limited to external aerodynamics. Next one is definition. Okay, so what is the definition of aerodynamics? Okay, the branch of mechanics that deals with the motion of gases, especially air. Okay, so the branch of mechanics that deals with the motion of gases, especially air, and their effects on bodies in the flow. When the vehicle is on the moving, so when it affects and their effects on bodies in the flow. So this is called as the aerodynamic. Okay. So again I'm telling, the branch of mechanics that deals with the motion of gases, especially air, and their effects on bodies in the flow. So this will shows that what the effects means, the drag and the downforce. Okay, these 2 points are important. What are the drag is happening on the vehicle, and what is the downforce? When these two effects on bodies in the flow, in that motion of gases, it will deal. The aerodynamic will deal with the branch of mechanics. Here we are going to see, here there is a picture where the previous vehicles was like this. There was a slant there, but the induced drag, the flow must be in this way. Okay, so this is a slant angle. In previous vehicle it will be flat. So after that, when they designed, they kept a slant here. Now see here, there is a red. This is high pressure. When the car is moving in this way. Okay, so the car is moving in this way, the aerodynamic drag will affect in this direction. Then the high pressure is created. This high pressure will be keep a flow. When this is in the slow position, the high pressure will flow like this, and it will go back, and it will be under in the, as usual, in the pressure will be increased. So this function is we are using in the aerodynamic. So here we are going to see a picture here. This is the car which is on the movement. When the drag will affect in this position, and the downforce will affect in this position. So these two effects, okay, these two effects will affect the speed of the vehicle. So to stop that, to deal with it, to deal with the branch of mechanics, the aerodynamic system will deal it. Okay. The next one is, did you know? Okay, the first question is, the aerodynamics, this science was not implemented now. It is not used. It is not. We cannot say the aerodynamic system was used when the vehicles are not able to go speed in the roadways. That's why, no. This aerodynamic science was on the time of Wright brothers. Okay, in the 20th century, in the time of Wright brothers, when they was designed the aircraft, and that time itself the aerodynamic science was there, in which it was implemented now. Number one is aircraft, number two automobiles, number three rockets, number four missiles, number five trains, number six ships. So these are the six where the aerodynamic science are used. The six in the six transportations, and the six things the aerodynamic science is used. It is continued. An aerodynamic vehicle is one whose design help it to achieve greater speed and most efficient use of fuel. Okay, so it will be help to increase the speed and the fuel efficient also it will control. So this aerodynamic, by using the aerodynamic science, the persons who are highly trained and scientists, they can only design, they can only design, okay, they can only design the vehicle. Okay, those who know the aerodynamic science and those who know the testing methods, those who know the complete details and concept of the aerodynamic systems. Evaluating vehicle aerodynamics. Okay, so number one is evaluation of vehicle aerodynamics and corresponding refinements are a continuous process and an integral part of automotive engineering, not limited to the vehicle initial design phase only. Okay, see, this aerodynamic system will be initiated in the starting, okay, in the initial design of the vehicle, in the initial design phase. Otherwise, after that, if you want to change the car body only, you can change. You cannot change the whole construction, chassis, axles, like that. Okay. So at the starting, at the initial design phase itself, the aerodynamic science will be evaluated. So now some methods are used to evaluating the vehicle's aerodynamics. Some methods are there. We are going to see two methods. So one is very famous nowadays. Maximum of vehicles they are using that method. One extra method I am going to explain you. Let us see. Typical analysis and evaluation tools used in this process may include wind tunnel testing and computational prediction or track testing. Okay, so first one is computational method, second one is wind tunnel testing. These two we are going to see now. So you will get one explanation about the things which we are going to see. So these two methods in now in recent automobile industry they are using it. So if you see this two testing, I'm going to see some animations and pictures here. So you have some clear ideas about these two testings. Those who are interested in the quality department. Okay, so this two testing you have to learn. Nowadays, if you see, there are separate course for wind tunnel testing. Okay, there is separate course. It is completely. It will give all the details about wind tunnel testing. Each of these methods may be suitable for a particular need, and for example, a wind tunnel or a numeric model can be used during the initial design stage prior to the vehicle being built. Okay, so already I told in previous slide itself, same thing. In these testings have to be taken at before the vehicles are built and vehicles are designed. Okay, before when it's designed. And when the chassis and frames and the axles are formed and the bodies are initiated, okay, at that time itself the testing must be conducted. Once a vehicle exists, it can be instrumented and tested on the track. Okay, when it is exist, when the vehicles are sold, when the vehicles are seen outside, after that by using the tracking system we can instrumented and tested the vehicle. Okay, so number one is computational methods. Here the vehicle will be in a big garage. Okay, they will tie the vehicle and it will be everything will be tied together and the flows will be there, and in how much it is how the winds are flowing on the vehicle, they will test that. Okay, so computational method, the integration of computational fluid dynamics, CFD. The short form is called always will be CFD. Okay, if you go in the automobile industry, the short form they will use in maximum CFD. It means computational fluid dynamic. Methods into a wide range of engineering disciplines is rising sharply, mainly due to the positive trends in computational power and affordability. This computational power is used in automobile industry to find out the aerodynamic, where it is proper or is there is any adjustment. See, one thing, when the new model cars are introduced, okay, they will not make a big changes. Okay, they will not completely, the vehicle body will be reconstructed, otherwise engine will be, no, small changes they will make, small changes only they will make. If you see in for example, if you see in Maruti Suzuki Dzire, okay, there are so much model, Dzire F, Dzire D, there are so much of models. In each models there will be small changes will be there. Like that only, by using the computational method, if the wind flows in this way, what will be the speed? What will be the speed of the vehicle? Maximum speed, they will calculate it. They will, for example, if it is 220 km per hour, first vehicle, the second model, it will be come as a 230 km, 10 km faster than this vehicle. So they will increase the speed and they will introduce the, as it is a new models. Like that only it will be introduced. One of the advantage of this methods when used in automotive industry is a large body of information provided by the solution. Okay, it will give you a solution that that's why I told it will show, it will display you in how much maximum speed the vehicle can go. And now, contrary to wind tunnel or track tests, the data can be viewed, investigated and analyzed over and over after the experiment is concluded. Okay, see, that's why it can analyze, it will give you a data where the adjustment we can make, where the small changes we can make, and in the body or in the chassis or in the frame or in the axle or in the headroom or inside the vehicle or in the weight of the vehicle, where we can change, or where we can analyze, where we can change, or where we can fix the previous problem. Okay, there will be already some feedback will be there about the previous vehicle. By considering that feedback, where can I make the changes so that this feedback can be, this problem can be solved. Okay, so for that purpose, this computation method will give you the all the data. By keeping that data, you can analyze it. Okay, so there is a picture here. Sorry. So computation method, there is one more point is here. The computational methods appear to be the most attractive, and computational tools are not perfect and they require highly knowledgeable aerodynamicists to run and to interpret those computer, and they require highly knowledgeable aerodynamicists to run the interpret those computer codes. Okay, so they must highly knowledgeable to interpret and also about the computer codes. These two things, the computational methods are needed, the highly knowledgeable aerodynamicists. Okay, so here is that picture when you are testing a vehicle, when you are testing a car or anything else. So it will be like this, the picture will be like this when you are using the computational method. Okay, the car will be driven by the driver and the winds will be on the flow, and when how it is tested. One more, I'm going to show a animation here. Okay, just see the animation. There are some color changes are there. Okay, low nose and unhetero fire wing, high nose and Montague full span. Okay, so see here, this is 600 blue, 300 0, 300 600. The 600 is a red line. Here means the winds are flowed very with a high pressure. Okay, see this area. If you see this area, the winds are means it is attacking or it is flowing very faster in this. Okay, so that's why it is mentioned in a red color. So now this is the important method which are used nowadays in every automobile industry. They are using it. The first one is wind tunnel methods. Wind tunnels offer the luxury of testing in highly controlled environment and with the variety instrumentation which need not be carried on the vehicle. Okay, no need to that instrumentation are not needed to carry on the vehicle. In computational method, the computer, that sensor will be carried on the vehicle and the car will be go, they will calculated. Here, the no instrumentation are carried on the vehicle. If the vehicle hasn't yet been built, smaller scale models can be tested. If it is not built, so the smaller scales models, whatever the samples piece they are created, that can be tested. Wind tunnels were used extensively for aeroplane development, but the use of aeronautical wind tunnels for automotive testing introduced two concerns. Okay, so these are massively used on the aeronautical system and highly speed sports car and highly speed vehicle. These wind tunnels are used. The first is the small clearance between the vehicle underbody and the stationary floor of the test section. Okay, so it will calculate the flow of the underbody and the floor of the test section where we are keeping where we are holding the vehicle in the garage. There will be a floor, so that there will be a test section. Okay, so between that, what are the clearance, small clearance, that will be calculated in this wind tunnel methods. The second is related to how to mount the rotating wheels, how it must be mounted. Okay, so the flow will be there. So in the ground previous point, it is telling that vehicle under body. So that how the wheels have to be mounted. The third one of the solution is to use moving ground, which is thin but strong belt running on the floor at the same speed as the air. Here we are going to see a picture which is how the wind tunnels are tested, and by using the aerodynamic systems. Okay, the vehicles is coming. When the vehicles are in the flow, first it will attract in the front dashboard, front bumper or the front panel, and the flows will be like this, and then it will go, the air goes like that, and from the back side the air moves. Okay, so this is the procedure where the cars, when the cars moves, and the flows will be like this, and like this way the wind tunnels are tested. Again, I want to show an animation here. So this is the, if you see here, this the speed is calculated here, 59.7 km per hour. The flows, these flows are coming through the 60 km per hour. The flows are flowing here. So in that, the cars is not moving. Okay, the cars are still standard. So that's like this. These flows are calculated. Okay, so we are in the end of this video, and as we discuss in this chapter is introduction about aerodynamics and definition of aerodynamics and what are the methods we have used in the aerodynamics. So next class we will discuss about the automobile industry, the overview of the automobile industry, and just I hope that you have understood the previous lectures and the previous lectures. If you have any doubts on that, just post me on the comments box and suggestion also. Okay. Here, these are the reference books which I have used for the to prepare these slides, and also from my knowledge. And you just go through these books, you will get some knowledge, more details about also, and get some more details in this topics, aerodynamic systems. So I like to thank you all once again. So may God, I hope that you have listened, and you have got some ideas about the aerodynamics body shapes. And thank you all once again.